My name is Cynthia. Welcome back. I'm set up here right now, and since I had a surprise free afternoon that I wasn't anticipating, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 readings instead of just 1. And this is going to be a surprise specifics reading. And I found my person that I decided to read for. Her initials are TR. And I'm going to let her know in her comment that she left me that this reading is for her. TR, I'm not going to tag you because I've realized I just don't feel that's going to be good unless you want to be tagged, and then you can tag yourself or identify yourself in the comments. But I'll let you know. I'll find a way to let you know that this reading is for you regardless. And this is, again, a new playlist that I'm making on this channel called Surprise Specifics. And it's basically for anyone who makes a comment on any of my content, and then I feel kind of guided to do a reading for them, a layout, to be uploaded to the channel. And it's my commitment that if it becomes like a dark spread or something that seems like you wouldn't want to be shared, I'm not even going to identify you. And then I'll either upload it without identifying who you are, or you won't have to unless you want to, kind of thing. I'm working that out, but it's my commitment that I'm not just going to take someone's story and post it, especially if I think there's any sensitive content in it. So with that said, TR, this layout is for you for surprise specifics. I hope you're doing well out there. I'm going to just go ahead and do a Celtic cross layout for you, and then pull all the specifics and clarifiers that we need. So TR, what's going to be helpful for you to know right now? What kind of messages will be helpful for you to come through? Maybe any hidden blind spots that you might have that you're not aware of that will help you to know about. Clear and specific information for TR. And then also my intention with these surprise specifics is that they're going to have resonance for other people too. Even though they're for the person I'm naming them for, they're going to have resonance with other people, because that's my intention, and that's how tarot readings like these on these channels work, is usually they have meaning for more than just one person, or they wouldn't be so popular, right? So help us out here, Spirit. What is going to be the most useful for TR? She is the center of this reading. She's the one we're reading for. Everybody else is bonus if they get something out of this. What's going to be helpful for TR to know right now? And thank you for commenting on my content, TR, because I don't know if you all realize this, but if somebody makes even just one comment on your reading, it can make the difference between like 10 views to 250 views, right? Like, it makes a big difference. So thank you, TR. Let's get into it for you, TR. What can you know? So you have had to be standing your ground, and this actually doesn't surprise me, just given the nature of the comment. You are in a position right now of having to kind of fight to keep yourself safe, or to stand your ground about some stuff. So let's get into it. What is it here? Wow, okay. Lots of masculine energy. Oh, you know, I said Celtic cross and then I started with Tetractus, so I'm just going to go with Tetractus because that's clearly what wants to come out. Oh my gosh, TR, I'm glad I'm doing this reading for you because this is really great. TR! Okay, TR, get ready. So we have 3 knights, so that's significant. There's a reader I follow that has blog posts about what it means when you get multiple of the same court card in one reading. I still don't have that level of tarot, especially from the traditional ways and the old ways of reading it, to remember what that all means. But I can make some guesses here. 3 knights in a reading means lots of fast-moving communication, lots of change, lots of incoming messages, lots to sort through. The missing knight here is the Knight of Pentacles. Or no, sorry, there he is. The missing knight is the Knight of Swords. And what's interesting is the Knight of Swords was kind of representing you, TR, in the reading that resonated for you. So some of that energy is shifting. You're not necessarily going to have to be doing battle and defending yourself so much like you have been. Energy is starting to change now. And the Knight of Wands, or sorry, the Knight of Swords is now not here, which means your energy is shifted into a new reality as circumstances changing. And it's in flux right now is what it looks like. Everything's changing with all these knights, and right at the very center is a Tower card. A lot of times people get freaked out when they see the Tower, but one thing I really want to reassure you of is that it doesn't look to me like it's going in a negative place for you. This is a very abundant and positive reading, even though this Tower is present. So it's probably a change that has been very needed from your perspective. Even so, it's going to be pretty shocking. If you're not already experiencing it, you're about to. So the current cornerstone energy for you is the Knight of Wands. So there's a lot of passion present. And that was true in that Seven of Wands card for you, of having to stand your ground. So whatever you've been standing up for and speaking your truth about and fighting for, it is really a cornerstone of who you are. So it's a big deal for you. And it's reflected in this passion Knight of Wands energy. It's something that almost like cuts to the core of who you are, or that you're incredibly passionate about and not willing to stay quiet about. So I'm also sensing that you're probably going to be relieved that the energy is shifted and you're not having to do so much word battle, and, you know, things are going to be a little bit easier for you now is what I'm picking up. What's interesting here is that there's a King of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups. So you might have, this might be relative to a love interest for you, in that you have two lovers that you're deciding between, or this lover is making you a love offer. Okay, so that's what I think is going on, because I think that your lover, or the person you're interested in, is a King of Pentacles, really. He may be going to come towards you a little slower than you would like as a Knight of Pentacles, because that's where the energy's headed, with a love offer, because the Knight of Cups is right beyond the King of Pentacles here. So I have a sense that this masculine energy is going to show up for you and ready to do the work. They're ready to do the work. Work is in play here. Creating the new, building something new in a harmonized way, right? Like I've seen an Eight of Pentacles in another deck that is one of my favorite decks that I work with. It's bees in a hive working together. So this is good works, good cooperative works that produces something beautiful, which is honey and the comb and the home that they live in, right? So this is coming in fast for you, TR. You might already be experiencing it. This masculine might already have reached out to you and started the conversation, okay? Your vulnerability is the Page of Cups. So I'm not sure why that is. It might be that you have an inner child that's a little bit vulnerable to this Knight and King, or you may have a child with them or with somebody else, or you may feel like you're going to have trouble believing it at first. Like maybe when they make this effort, it's going to be hard for you to believe. You might feel like you have to pinch yourself. There might be a little bit of concern about, what does this all mean? I don't know if I'm ready, right? It could be anything. We can pull some clarifiers, because the Tower, the Tower is a big deal and it's huge, and you sense the energy being this catalytic and big. So it makes sense that you might be a little bit nervous too around some of it. But your strength is the Sun card, which is so, I mean, my God, I can't even think of a more beautiful card to come out here as a major arcana with the Tower, is the Sun. So this Tower card is clearing away all the bullshit, all the confusion, all the uncertainty into major sun breaks, which is everything you've ever dreamed. The pages in the deck playing in the sun, right? Like just super beautiful, really beautiful energy that's as a strength for you that's coming through. The shadow aspect of yourself is really craving and needing real love, unconditional love, prayerful love, the kind of love that is really trustworthy, that you can really stand on, that really, really fills your cup. Your shadow needs and wants it, and may need it from you. You might be being a little bit self-neglecting right now, and this is just a cue from your shadow that you need. Even, okay, I could see this being something. Oh, I do see it. I see exactly. It just came through. I don't even have to speculate. So where this is going is that this is going to be rocking your world, and so mind-blowing and blissful and exciting that you might start pouring all this love towards this masculine because he deserves it, and you're in love, and it's the deepest kind of love and the most faded kind of love that you've ever had. That's the vulnerability, is that you don't remember to pour all that towards yourself too, right? Your shadow still needs you to be self-loving, and you may be such a lover that now that this person's coming back, you're like, oh my God, pouring all your love towards them and then not remembering to fill your own cup because it's so blissful. And that's why, because this masculine has powerful energy. He's showing up like a king with a love offer, right? He's still got work to do though. And he may show up and then drag his feet a little bit. And then you get, because you're so blown away by it, you start pouring love towards him and neglecting yourself. And this is a little bit of a warning. This is what you might need to watch out for, okay? And I'm not trying to assume here that you are feminine and this person is masculine. I know a lot of readers say this, and I'm going to say it too. This could be your lover who is non-binary or a woman. It doesn't have to be a man. So if it doesn't line up for you that this is a man, that's a lot of masculine energy though. So regardless, even if there's someone who identifies as a woman or non-binary, they're embodying masculine energy, which is active, which is willing to do the work, which is coming for you, you not having to do anything, you not having to put in all the work, right? You not being in an imbalanced state where you have to do more than the other person. You just can't forget your shadow. You have been really benefiting from pouring all the love into yourself that you have been. So don't get distracted by this king coming in and declaring their love for you so that all of it starts going towards him, right? That's just maybe a vulnerability that's been yours in the past. Please know it's been mine as well. So I say that from a place of understanding and knowing. What else? What else can we tell you about this TR for the surprise specifics? And if you'd like to have an opportunity to have a surprise specifics reading, drop me a comment. I'm not going to be able to do them for everyone. I just got to say that. So hopefully it doesn't create a bunch of disappointment in people. What else, TR? What else can we know about this whole thing? What's it all about here? This is so exciting for you. It's very catalytic energy. Cleanse your energy. So do what you have to do to keep your energy cleansed, right? From however you do that, whether it's taking a salt bath, asking Archangel Michael to help clear away any negative cords, however you clear your energy to keep yourself vibrating at a high level of open-heartedness, for example, just do some energy cleansing right now, and it's really going to help. Get excited and enjoy that this is happening. Medicine of laughter is going to be really positive in this equation. Cleansing your energy, finding your laughter, finding your joy about the whole thing because it's super exciting. And then being tender with your inner child, which is what just came right through here with this Page of Cups and this Ace of Cups. Don't forget your inner child and all this change. This is all going to be really exciting. Your inner child is probably really excited too, but a lot of change is stressful, even if it's good change. I think they say that like weddings are one of the top 3 most stressful events adults go through in the modern world because they're expensive, because there's so much expectation around them, because their families meshing and not meshing, right? There's any number of reasons. So this is just saying, be really tender with yourself and with your inner child and take time out when you need to, because even though all this change is positive, you don't want your inner child to get lost in the shuffle and not getting your love and attention. So that's great advice. And now I'm going to pull just another couple cards for you, TR, but I'm so happy that this is your layout. Really excited for you. Really excited. That's really cool. You're going to be able to lay that sword down because the Knight of Swords isn't even here. It's a softer energy, a more cooperative energy. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting chills. This is really exciting. I meant to be feeling this so that you get excited and laugh. Feel the pleasure of this. I'm feeling it like I'm wanting to laugh. It's really exciting. And that laughter and goosebumps feeling is often a sign that you're on the right track. It's a reward to help you know that you're following your own intuition and that it's guiding you in the direction you need and want to go. That you're in alignment, basically, right? Okay, so being tender with your inner child. So the Tower might freak your inner child out a little bit, or certain parts of you, because these cards are a little bit more steady and solid and cautionary, like grounding, not so catalytic and exciting and so this might be to help you stay grounded a little bit too. I'm going to read these. These are also advice for you right now to keep in mind as this all is going down. Card number 31, why? Oops, I'm in the wrong place in the book here. There's great power in understanding your motives right now. This oracle asks you to be very clear about why you are asking this question. Well, you didn't really ask me this question. I did this reading for you. So it might be like, why is this coming out? What is in this message for me that's really important, right? The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you are asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you're clear about it, your intention will be a magnet for miracles. And I sense that you're already kind of in that magnetic energy. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So it's a good time for introspection and checking in with your inner child, like it already suggested, and asking yourself why about any dynamic of this experience that's got you a little bit like, it's a good time to be doing that work. 49, observer. So that's complementary to asking why. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, environment you're engaged with now. You'll be happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. So now I'm going to read some clarifiers here about this King, Love Offer, and King of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles and the outcome. I just want to make sure that I've kind of gotten an accurate take on this layout. I'm pretty sure I have, but I just want to make sure. Sorry, here, hold me a sec. Can we have any more information about, there might be some distractions, like inner conflict for you. This could be that you're going to be have some inner conflict when this person shows back up. You might kind of want to get caught up in like, well, what took so long or why? And these are not wrong. This is a good time for you to be asking these questions. It's okay to do that, is what it's saying. but you don't want to get distracted in things that aren't really important either. That's the warning also with the card, the Five of Wands, is that you don't want to get into things that aren't really that important if it comes to where you're trying to take your life. They can be distractions. How about this Knight of Pentacles? What else should TR know about the Knight of Pentacles in the direction that everything's going? So he might show up like a... Oh. So he might show up like a king. Here's that sword. I was just saying you're not necessarily going to have to pick up that sword. But it's not so much that you're going to have to keep working so hard like a Knight of Swords. This is sort of a graduation for you also in Queen of Swords. So it's okay to maintain your boundaries while this king is doing the work. If he shows up as a king and then you see that he's still a little bit in Knight energy and has more work to do, know that he's willing. He's very willing to do the work, okay? So that's important. It's important to know that. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't have any boundaries, though. It's saying you can still maintain your boundaries while this person's still doing the work without getting into battles like the Knight of Swords might. You can just maintain a boundary like a queen. Instead of actually going and riding out into battle, just maintain your boundary and let him continue doing his work. A lot of your work is done, right? But if you're in real passion for this king, it's going to be hard for you to maintain a boundary. You might be really, really attracted to him, right? And that's why it's going to be a challenge, is because you want to just surrender totally to that attraction. And this is saying you're still going to have to maintain your boundaries because he's still got some work to do. But it's not to the level that you were worried about where you were being provoked a lot, right? It's now more of just maintaining boundaries. Something about it woke him up as well. Something going on. This tower probably. Yeah, standing your ground. You were having to stand your ground. You might still have to stand your ground a little bit, but not from such a warlike, combative place where you're just like constantly feeling like you have to fight to defend yourself. Now it's more just maintaining boundaries, right? Yeah, and focusing on, like, it's going to be easy maybe to rehash the past a lot with this person. It's okay to do it as much as you find your own resolution, but the main advice is to keep focusing on the two cups that are standing because he's willing to do the work, okay? This is showing up very clearly. And going within. So as he does his work, and you're maintaining your boundaries with them and maintaining your positive perspective, you can go within and do your own work around, like, what do I really need from this person? You can really get clear on it. You may have been very clear that they have a lot of work to do, and now it's getting to where they're actually doing the work. So now it's sort of fine-tuning stuff and tuning into yourself to know, what am I going to need ultimately now that it's really happening? There might have been points where you thought this is never going to happen. Well, zing, it's happening. It's super exciting, but there's a little more work to do. But this is going to be a nice message for you because it's going to be easier. It's not going to be so hard. It's not going to be the Knight of Swords, right? So TR, thank you. I hope this is a cool and surprising and good reading for you. And take good care. And yeah, there will be more of these surprise specific readings coming out. So stay tuned. Thank you.